Khaled, man, we briefly spoke about you last week. Who told Khaled to shoot a whole mini movie with Mark Wahlberg? and he ain't asked Drake if the 2 records is cool for the album.
Yeah.
What do we think happened there? So for the listeners, like basically he teased everything. He was like, "Oh, I have 2 amazing songs with Drake." Drake comments sarcastically, like, "Oh, are you talking about Drake Bell?" Meaning, "Yo, don't release those songs. I'm not gonna be on your album." What do we think actually happened? Do we think that Drake did give him the go ahead and DJ Khaled was like, "Okay, cool, I'm releasing it"?
Teacher, pick me. One name, Rick Ross.
Okay.
DJ Khaled and Ross have a very, very close relationship. They are brothers. I'm sure we've seen...
the Miami connection too.
They are very, very close. I follow the both of them on social media. That's why I'm able to see this all the time. And we do know Rick Ross is one of the people that was shooting at Drake during the battle. And if I'm Drake, and if I'm super petty, and if I feel like the world is against me, and if I feel like if you are friends with one of my foes, I ain't fucking with you.
You think Khaled would put Ross on the album and then also try to put the 2 Drake features on it?
I think
that's
solely.
What he tried to do, no?
I think solely him just being cool with Rick Ross.
Okay,
is a no for Drake.
And during the beef, I didn't hear Khaled stand up for him either.
There you go.
So that might be another thing that's added.
Great point. And now he want 2 records.
Yeah, while I'm getting my ass kicked and you all stand up for me, but then when it's time for an album to come out, you want to like champion my name. I could understand why Drake sent him to Drake Bell.
Putting ourselves in Drake's shoes. Yeah, like I would not be cool with that. But also, quick shout out to, you know who's the realest one out of this entire thing? Kevin Durant. He's
KD.
like, I don't give a fuck about the halftime, whatever. I love Drake. Like that. It's just very simple to him. Like staying loyal. Like it's just really easy for him to stay loyal.
I do love that.
Yeah, Khaled, next time you got to check in with dogs.
That's tough.
I feel bad for him. I don't know how he gonna put out that album.
Now it just looks crazy.
And it looked like Rihanna left him on red.
I was about to say.
He keeps saying, "Oh, Rihanna." I ain't see Rihanna say nothing to Khaled.
Champion it or
nothing.
The thing with Khaled though is he is a master of like relationships and marketing.
Yeah.
So this could be a situation where this is just a part of the rollout. Like if Drake really doesn't fuck with you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If Drake really doesn't fuck with you, he wouldn't have even acknowledged it. He may have just handled it on the back end of things the way that we heard he's tried to cease and desist certain records. French Montana, Kendrick, Future, right? Like, if he really wasn't fucking with Khaled, maybe he doesn't even give him the attention of publicly saying, "Oh wait, that ain't me. That's Drake Bell." Like, you know, like this could be a part of the rollout, in my opinion.
That's a good
also,
point.
before you go, Khaled was also seen on Drake's last tour, promoting, next to Drake with a sign.
Yes,
I have 2 Drake songs.
I like what Drake likes. Yeah. I like what Drake likes. To your point, though, everything's on the table. We know nothing. But I do think that he did that to try to embarrass Khaled. Khaled comes off as one of those super positive, everything is love, praise job.
Like everything is okay.
Everything is okay.
Yeah.
And there are people that don't like that. There are people who will play along with all of that fakeness if they cool with you. And the moment shit go left, okay, fuck all this little happy-go-lucky shit that you faking. This is the shit I'm on. Let's see what happens.
You think it's fake?
I don't think it's fake. I think he generally don't. He's not fucking with Khaled right now.
I don't know. I think...
Yeah.
Or you think it's just a marketing thing?
I think this could be a I think I would hope if Drake truly if he truly views Khaled as as an opposition, the same way that we see he doesn't give any light to like Kendrick or like, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? My guy, Joe.
I'm listening.
Drake and Joe have this weird relationship and dynamic to where they diss each other, they acknowledge each other, they post each other, they talk about it. Like, it's one of those things where if I truly hated you,
I wouldn't be doing all this.
I wouldn't even acknowledge you, or I would be trying to sabotage you behind the scenes because I have the power and the influence. I wouldn't do it in a public way, the way that Drake commented on Khaled. I think this could just be marketing.
The post that he commented on, SaVon, got deleted.
That's the only reason why.
After he left that comment.
If it was really marketing, I feel like he would have taken Drake's comment and be like, okay, this is part of the joke. But the fact that it was deleted, I'm like, oh shit.
It looks like he got embarrassed.
Yeah.
It looks like, I ain't checking with Drake. Drake is tight. I'm ready to roll my album out, and now we got to rework some things.
Because both of these guys are desperate. DJ Khaled, he's desperate for another hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's desperate for another great reception to his albums.
Yeah.
And so is Drake. And we've seen a formula with both of them working before.
Yeah.
I think Drake is betting on Party, though.
No. I heard something where Drake said after this Party album, it's time for introspection.
He did. Like, he said that the solo shit. But the first thing out, like let's just say the first release from Drake after the Super Bowl, I think he's betting on Party. Like the Khaled records be cool. We've heard stories now about how some of the Khaled records were forced to even come out.
Yeah.
So if I know that you tried to stop Khaled records before, and y'all was cool, so he was like, "Fuck it, give me the money." I could definitely believe after you didn't defend me after a rap beef that I'm tight with you.
Something just feels off to me about this. And I could be completely wrong, but I also don't think that Khaled would parade having Drake songs without it being paid for and the paperwork being done.
How about this? I think the two Drake songs, you just brought it up, right? He was parading around with him at tour. I think the songs are already done. The songs have been done since that tour.
You talking about It's All a Blur?
Yeah, It's All a Blur when Khaled popped up with Drake.
Yeah.
I think Khaled is finally ready to start rolling some shit out. And he ain't checked in with Drake since some things have transpired.
I don't think so.
Because the song's already done.
Yeah. I think everything was already done. And Khaled is... I just don't see him miscalculating in this way, personally.
So why would he delete the post if we're trying to promote SaVon?
Because like we've heard before, everything is a rollout. And everything creates conversation. And I think Khaled is so desperate for a hit.
Definitely desperate.
So desperate for, that same impact that he's had in the past, that deleting a post is going to get more attention than if he would have left a comment there.
I can see that.
I can't. Not in this instance. Khaled is happy-go-lucky. I am happy to tell the world that I have some shit coming up.
Yeah. Or he
doesn't hide anything. He's always super excited.
I'll say this, right? On the internet, we know today.
Yeah.
When you delete something,
it's still there.
It's not really deleted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, but
because you can't go on his page and access it, it's still out.
He shot a whole mini movie with Mark Wahlberg to release the album and then took it down once Drake chimed in.
And if I go
that's
on Google,
pretty elaborate to do just to take down.
If we, the audience, close your eyes right now and type this in your phone, right? Close your fucking eyes. If you on Google right now and you type in DJ Khaled Mark Wahlberg video, you're still gonna have access to it's out.
I was doing that right now.
Yeah, no,
it's out into the world. You can't take it back. Just because he removed it from his page, it created the conversation, and you can still access it.
Yeah. And now more people are gonna look for it.
Why do you think him and Khaled are still cool after everything that
I'm not saying they're cool.
So I want to know why you would think that this couldn't happen.
Because I think that DJ Khaled is a big enough producer, artist, entity to where he's not going to prematurely promote something and advertise something that can't come to fruition. That's what I think.
I feel y'all, but I think y'all are wrong. But I think that Drake already okayed these records.
I was gonna say that, yeah. And then Khaled's not gonna put it out in the midst of the
rap beef, exactly. And now he feels ready to do it, but these records were already okayed.
Yes.
I don't think he understands that since some time has transpired that Drake feels differently now.
Yeah.
But if everything is already signed, sealed, delivered,
we can
still put this out, is what I'm saying. I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But the second part to it is, we own this song. This is my song. So I could put it out whenever I want. Maybe Drake feels a little bit different where he's like, I ain't supporting it. But I believe that Khaled's not going to do all of this if the ink is not dry. I just can't see that personally.
And you're saying that him deleting the post and acting like, it was a mistake, that's all a marketing thing?
Yeah,
I think it's like a possibility. Like, I see why it's a possibility, but it like does not make sense. Like, why would like him like, I'm gonna delete it now? Like, that's not really
you're stepping on your own rollout.
That's not really like a good marketing plan.
But we're talking about it, so this is probably better than the rollout.
Oh, you got me there.
I've never seen Khaled roll anything out like that.
I know. He gotta try something different because he's desperate. The last time we cared about Khaled, it's been a while, bro.
I hear you. I watch body language. I watch body movement. I heard the way.
Damn, you like Khaled's body?
Nah, I'm cool on that.
You like Khaled's body?
Nah, look, you got a BBL the way you've been moving that seat though.
Nah, I got a
so he was looking.
Nah,
and I heard it.
Nah, we got.
You heard his BBL?
Nah, my shit ain't moving. My seat is very quiet.
Your shit was moving.
My shit is very quiet. Your shit, you've been creaking away over there.
Get me out of here.
Anyway,
Pause.
Khaled, he does things a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay. And I remember that he had to practically force Drake for, I think it was the For Free. Is it just me?
Mm-hmm.
He had to force, I think Drake took 95% of that record just to allow it to come out, but he didn't want it out. So if I had that energy with you when we were cool, I can absolutely have this energy with you when I feel like you ain't stick up for me. But again, let's see what happens.
If those two Drake tracks are on the album, I'm gonna be tight.
I'll be surprised.
I'm gonna be there
because this is a stupid.
Like, you really think you don't think Drake is done with the stimulus packages? Really? I think Drake has washed his hands. Really? You don't?
I think so.
How could you really think that after everything he just went through, bro? He's called himself a hate survivor.
He doesn't. He loves giving out stimulus packages.
He not anymore. Loved.
Look at the whole thing that happened with him and DeMar DeRozan, him and LeBron.
He's giving Party a stimulus package.
But Party is his artist.
Didn't he owe Party that album?
And Party is his artist. Yeah. Fuck all of that. Party is his artist. Party is on his label. Yes, he would do a project with somebody.
Also, Drake is using him too as a stimulus.
Yes. Yeah. But to give a stimulus package to other people that didn't defend me, I don't see that happening.
Did Party do
like he's really done for real.
Thank you. To the people that didn't defend him, I don't see him giving that.
Selective people.
He needs all of the allies that he can garner, and if DJ Khaled is willing to present himself as an ally, I think that Drake would take it.
Hell no, nah.
I'm not gonna.
If I was in this fight dolo,
thank you, man. He keeps talking about
this point. Why go to anybody else to try to like bolster
Drake is
my
tight.
name now? Yeah.
Drake is very tight with he keeps telling us. We don't gotta remix it. It's the truth. He is upset with everyone. He can't believe everyone turns his back on it. He keeps saying it.